Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a Love, Money, Life reading for Virgo. I love you guys. I hope you're well. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. I would love it if you'd stay. So these are supposed to be quick, but Libra's wasn't. It was like 27 minutes, and then Scorpio's was 44 minutes, and I'm like, that's like my normal reading. So I changed the titles from quickie reads to Love, Money, and Life. So it is your love life, love situation, maybe how you're feeling, your person or the situation, your career, what your finances looking like, or what job are you aspiring to do, kind of, and then your life path, purpose, something about a sense of self. So it varies. The sense of self can be kind of specific sometimes, so that might not be for you, or it could be. It all depends. Maybe some of the other messages resonate, or it could be generalized. It all depends on what comes out, because I'm kind of like blank slate. And it's funny because I got that in here. Where did I write it? No, I didn't write it. I could have swore I did. You're getting, oh yeah. I'm sorry, can we start over, clean slate? I never showed you who I really am, but you saw through anyways. So I don't know if that's you or your love interest, but I feel like I want to clean slate this bitch. Let's forget the past kind of thing, because I feel like you had some issues with somebody, or they had issues with you. I feel like you had issues getting a connection off the ground. Maybe you weren't ready for love at the time. It's almost like right girl or guy, wrong time. Because I feel that runaway train energy. Listen to both those songs, Right Girl, Wrong Time, and Runaway Train, Soul Asylum. But I kind of feel like one track mind, you're what I want, who I want, and I'm going for it, even if it destroys me. I don't know if that was you or your love interest, because they could have had that one track mind, and you're like, hey, wake up, but they wouldn't. Or that was you yourself, and somebody was trying to get you to see the truth, but you just, you had to figure it out for yourself. Because there are unhealthy karmics around, and I do feel like there is an ex, which is a karmic situation for you, where that person's going to be very jelly that you're getting what you want. Something really great is coming in for you. Someone really great is coming in for you. I feel like this person is already here. I feel like you already know where you belong. You just haven't spoken up about it. So you're either going to approach someone, Virgo, very soon, because there's single energy here. 9 of Pentacles, rewards. You're going to be rewarded for singling your ass up, or your love interest is. But either you're going to them, or they're coming to you. But new, brand new, the rainbow. I already did my little intro thing. I have openings for personals if you're interested, so just email me and I'll give you the information you need, and you can join me over on Patreon. I'm going to start doing those fantasy, sexy tarot reads. I'm going to try to do it once a month. I might do it more because those are really fun. And I mean, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm all about that, if you know what I'm saying. And I can get pretty in depth. So if that stuff makes you blush and get all like, oh, I can't believe she's saying that, don't go over there and watch it, because I might shock you. Anyways, that last one was a doozy. So if you're not on Patreon, you might want to go check it out, because the YouTube version, or the portion on YouTube, is not, doesn't even come close to the stuff that I talked about, that I saw. Someone's got a wild imagination, just gonna say. So let's see, what are we doing here? I'm going to start off with this. So you have beautiful energy. You have the Sun, Leo energy, the Ace of Cups. So this is happy new love. I feel like you're very happy with these newfound feelings. this new person, because I don't feel like this is reconciliation with an old person. It could be with somebody you've known for a while, potentially a Scorpio, because we have death here. So it is this new offer of love that you're either offering or receiving is potentially with a Leo or a Scorpio or someone with that in their chart. But besides that, it's with someone that you want a clean slate with. Let's transform this situation. Let's go from friends to more, or let's go from nothing to something. I just feel like this person makes you very happy. You make them happy, or you could. And you know that you could have a very peaceful, beautiful life with this individual. I feel like you're opening up more and more to your intuition and listening to your higher self more than you ever have. It could, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, it's probably because they encouraged you to do so, especially if you weren't very spiritual before. But if you if you've been practicing your spirituality, and because Virgos are very intuitive as well, so if you're already on that level, you might not have trusted or understood fully what your intuition was telling you prior, but you have a way better understanding of that now. And I also feel, besides that new love or renewed love with somebody that you either want forgiveness from, or you have forgiven and you want to let them know, this is also self-love. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who potentially was pretty down in the dumps. There's like anxiety and depression, potential PTSD, undiagnosed PTSD here, especially if you had a traumatic event from your childhood, like you experienced a death of a family member or someone close to you. It doesn't have to be family, because friends can be family too, but I feel like there was difficulties coming to terms with the death of somebody, with their absence. And I feel like there's abandonment issues and like fears of rejection and being left behind because of that, and that's something that you're working through. So I feel like you're feeling better now, and you're getting to a happier place in life. And for some reason, I want to say, if you have a child or children, you're seeing the joy in that child, like their innocence. And that's something you don't want to shatter, because it was shattered for you. So it's like, if you had a traumatic experience, especially if there was a death when you were younger, like when you were a child, I feel like when that was a time in your life when you were supposed to let your imagination run wild and be happy and free, and just live life to the fullest and be carefree. You couldn't be, like, that all stopped for you, or it wasn't as easy, it didn't come as easily for you. Because I'm feeling something like, for example, if your father or mother, if a parent, I'm going to say a father, because I'm feeling that motherly energy in this scenario, and that might not be the case for all of you, but it could be in this one situation. I'm almost getting the feeling like, whether you had siblings or not, and I do feel like you did have one or two siblings, maybe more, but I'm feeling at least one sibling, and like your father either passed away, because I am feeling the death energy, or left, because that happens all the time. And moms leave too. It's not just dads, but it's like more common for that. I almost feel like with the absent father, whether it was his choice or not, the mother wasn't very motherly after that. She might not have been that nurturing before, but it didn't feel, maybe there was like nothing big enough in your life to really need, that mom's hugs and loves, and like, that the nurturing feeling, like, just hold me because I'm not okay. That wasn't really needed until after that moment. And I feel like even if you did get hugs and kisses once in a while, the support didn't seem to be there. So I feel like I not only lost one parent, I kind of lost both in a sense. is what I'm feeling somebody went through. And just that sense of loss and feeling abandoned, it's like you never want to get back to that place. So it's something that somebody really had to work through. And I don't know if that's you or your love interest, but it is a Virgo out there that's learning how to be happy again. That, you know, that true happiness comes with self-love. So that's the transformation that some of you are doing, which is fucking beautiful. Your love interest could have helped you open the door, like they could have opened the door or cracked it for you, like to walk through to find self-love. I don't know, I feel like the right girl, wrong time situation, whether it's a guy or a girl, it technically was the right time. Maybe not the right time for the two of you to connect romantically and become official or something, but that person came into your life at the perfect time, because I feel like you might have been going through something that was kind of shitty. Like, I don't know, I just feel a bit of depression. I even feel suicidal thoughts. I don't feel like any of you got to the point of, you know, actually attempting it, but I feel low enough that, you know, how would I do it? How should I go out? And, you know, where would I be? Because who's going to find me? Like thinking, like planning, like the details. But I feel like because you do have a child or children potentially, especially if you were thinking this way, but your friends and family and stuff, it's like even if you feel alone, I feel like you were thinking of other people. Like, I can't do that to my mom. I can't do that to my child or children. You know, it's like those people saved you in a sense. But I feel like this person, your love interest, or someone who's loving up on you or has a lot of love for you, I feel like they helped you through some sort of dark time. And it might not have been that dark, you know, for you. Like, it's varying degrees. I feel like some people were on the brink of piecing out of this life, and others were just sad, you know, feeling kind of lonely, feeling kind of lost, like, where do I belong? Um, some of you could have been acting kind of reckless, or your love interest was, because I could be picking up on their energy. So you could have been, you know, the saving grace for them. It's funny because I feel like both of you helped each other. Like, I feel like your love interest came into your life at the perfect time because you were kind of dark and dreary, and you needed to learn self-love and learn how to be happy, basically independently of anyone else. And your love interest, or this other person, your friend, there's communication issues between the two of you. I feel like you're not talking right now, but there was major blocks in communication when you were talking. And I feel like your love interest or your friend or whoever the hell this is to you, I don't feel like you had a label, so that's why I keep going. I don't know who it is. It's someone you've known for a long time, and it is a soulmate connection. But they needed to learn, it's like you needed to learn how to be happy and love yourself through even the darkest of times. And this person could have showed you the light, but I feel like they needed to learn that love exists. They need to learn how to love again, because I feel like the person, even though I don't feel like you were loving to them because you weren't ready. If you can't love yourself, you definitely can't love anybody else, truly. It's like, even though you didn't date this person, the feelings that they have for you, or that kind of bubbled up when you two connected, it showed them that they still have it in them, that they still can love, like, on that level. Because I feel like that person had been through a lot. I want to say you both have walked very similar paths in life, and dealt with different traumas. And I feel like in the love department, the person you were connecting with had been, you know, used and abused and taken advantage of and fucked over 10 ways till Sunday. And it's almost like fuck love mentality. Like, I can't do this. And the way that they felt about you showed them that they do want love, that they that they can have it, you know. They might have showed that to you too. I don't know. You guys are like instilling faith and hope within one another, even if you're not around each other. And then we have the Lovers, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate of yours, potentially a twin flame, especially with, you know, this paired together. I feel like the transformation is going from friends or nothing to something, from friend zone to couple. There could have been a choice between two people, you know. You could have been choosing between a past person, a karmic situation, which I do feel, because there is a karmic who's going to be jealous of you moving forward, whether you do it with this specific person that I'm talking about or somebody else. But I feel like this person that you're not connected, well, that you're not talking to right now, but you're still spiritually connected to that person. You always will be, and that's the fucking truth. There's no there's no cord cutting, there's no cutting the ties between you and whoever this is. Especially if it's a Scorpio, a Leo, or a Gemini. That's very strong for you for some reason. You could have those signs in your chart as well, or that person does. It's like mentally or logically, you needed to decide between the past and this newer person. But in your heart, whether you were, you know, consciously aware of it or not, I feel like your heart had already chosen this person, because your soul you guys' souls recognize each other the second you connected or reconnected. And if you've known this person for a long time, in that reconnection, I just feel like I looked into your eyes and I was done. Whether that's how you felt or they felt, but I kind of feel like both of you felt it, but it was like an unspoken thing. I don't know. I feel like there's some type of psychic tie here too. Both of you have spiritual abilities. One of you practices or uses their abilities on the regular, whether they do it as a profession or not. But I feel like talking to spirit and just, you know, fortune telling, basically. But she's really nurturing. She's hugging him and holding him. Whether you're a female, and, you know, it doesn't matter who's who, if you're the guy or the girl in this situation. I just feel like the feminine energy, we'll put it that way, because it could be same sex, was just very motherly. It's almost like when you were a child, whenever that traumatic event happened, when you felt like kind of abandoned by your mother, you know, it's like not having that strong mother love, that, you know, not being nurtured in your youth, lacking that. It was like uncharted territory, but it felt amazing being around this person. If this person hugged you or held you in any way, shape, or form, whether you were standing up, sitting down, laying down, whatever, I feel that like how a mother would hug a baby, like, and not calling you a baby, especially if you're a man or a masculine energy, because, you know, you don't want to be classified as a baby or anything. But that's how this love feels, like a mother's love, unconditional love. And I feel like this person, this feminine energy, was literally would hug you like this, like put her hand on the back of your head and, you know, just kind of go through your hair, rub your head, your neck, your shoulders, something like that. But it was that's how you soothe a baby or a child. And I feel like it was very soothing. I feel like I really needed that. Thank you for that. But you never thanked this person for that. And I feel like this person doesn't even know that you even felt that way or feel that way. But I almost feel like in a moment like that, it just, you think about it, it's like, okay, I don't know, like, you're the real deal, or something like that. That's when you realize the truth of how you feel, because actions don't lie. So it doesn't matter what this person ever said to you. It doesn't matter what you ever said to them. if you never shared your feelings with this person, just having just them holding you in their arms, or you holding them, because it could have been you that did it. I just feel like that embrace, and it's not sexual, it's intimate, whether, you know, you two are fully clothed or not. It doesn't even have anything to do with sex. I just feel like when you two embrace each other, no matter when the moment was, that's the truth. That's the love. It's like you don't even have to share it. You don't have to speak it. I can feel it. Your bodies told each other everything you both need to know. And I feel like it scared the shit out of you or them. And one of you ran away, which is why we want to clean slate this bitch. It was like, this is too much. Holy crap. That's what I'm feeling. Because there's wish fulfillment and emotional fulfillment with the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. This is your fucking person. Through and through. And I feel like somebody feels like, I want to say, I can't believe I almost lost you. And it was because of somebody's own stupidity, you know. And I don't want to say it in a mean way, but this situation was not handled correctly. That's pretty much all I have to say about it, because I feel very rejected. I almost feel like I can't believe I found you in this lifetime. Like, the connection is unreal. And then poof, it's gone. You know, and it's almost like, what did I do? Like, what did I do to deserve this? To deserve someone like you, and then to have it ripped away from me before anything even fucking starts. That's what I feel. It's like, that's just cruel. It's because of the karmics in the situation. I feel like this other person, this outside person, had someone around them who's unhealthy, and I feel like you had somebody around you that you potentially wanted to go back to. You could have had some type of attachment to that person. I do feel like there was some form of magic going on here too, like ill intent, black magic, you know, like I'm binding spells, could be sex magic even, but like you were bound to the past because you were vulnerable enough to be manipulated ultimately. But I feel like you're waking up to what was going on, what that karmic person was doing, baby mama, baby daddy, whoever it was. And if you don't have children, it's just an ex of some kind, somebody you dated. That person was able to manipulate you into basically believing that you two belong together, even though you two weren't together, and they weren't entertaining the idea of you two coming together. I just feel like they were using you ultimately. But you just kind of went along with it because whatever binding spell or shit that they were doing, you were totally wrapped up in it. I feel like your higher self, you've been battling with yourself, with your past self, especially in your dreams. It's like your higher self was trying to kick your ass into gear, ultimately, like, wake up, wake up, wake up, you know? Something like that. But in love, we have the 9 of Pentacles rewards. This is single energy. This is abundance. I feel like it's financial abundance, because I do feel like you're doing better than you were financially, and I do feel like finances will increase. It's like a slow process. I got attitude. A lot on your mind. People seem bitchy. Why? I don't know if you're pissing people off or if they're pissing you off, but I kind of feel like there's attitudes everywhere. Like you could be a little crabby because you're frustrated, you're trying to figure something out, or there's a truth that was exposed that's making you a little perturbed that you haven't vocalized, basically. So you're just kind of thinking and stewing on it, like, you stupid mother of, you know. So people around you might not know why you're a little aggravated, but you know why. You could be upset because this outside person, your love interest or whatever, is not around you anymore. Maybe you're trying to figure something out. But I kind of feel like people are giving you an attitude. And if you're wondering why they're giving you an attitude, it's because you're successful and you're doing better than them. You're doing well. You're doing better than your old self. You know, you are surpassing the way it's always been. And there are very low vibrational people around you who do not want you to succeed. They don't like the fact that you're good on your own, because then you can't be manipulated and they can't take advantage of you, or take up all your fucking time. You're going to start making better choices for yourself. And that really pisses off an ex of yours and potentially pisses off friends and family members, because I don't know, happy you is different. When you love yourself and you're truly happy, you stop talking to low vibrational people. You start seeing their attitude. You start seeing through them, and they don't like it. That's probably why they're giving you a fucking attitude. I don't know. You're waking up to who's true and who's full of bullshit. And I feel like your love interest, who wasn't always your love interest, who is your love interest now, this outside person, I feel like you're missing them because they're genuine. If you think that they don't like you or don't want you anymore, they do. This person misses you. This person thinks about you. This person is working on their finances. They're working on their financial independence so that they can get away from exes and unhealthy people as well. Yeah, they're just pushing through the bullshit too. Yeah, this person is persevering. They're trying to get out of poverty, basically. So if your love interest or this outside person was having financial issues, if they needed help from a family member or an ex or whoever, they're not going to need that help for much longer. That's what they're working on. Yeah, they're working on their emotional fulfillment. I feel like you were kind of a driving force for them, because with the Six of Cups, they keep thinking about you. And it's like, I would be so happy if we could work on things together with the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, and then the Four of Wands. It's like, I need to bust my ass to be financially independent, or to be, yeah, because I feel like that's the only thing that's holding this person back. And you're their wish. So in order to have this connection, this strong soulmate connection, in order to make it work, they know that they need to be good on their own fully and make sure that their energy is cleared. That means exes and karmics and unhealthy people need to leave their life too, in order for you two to have this beautiful connection, this commitment. You could be seeing that, especially if you're watching them, if you're spying on them. Definitely could be a Scorpio. But that's what your love interest or this outside person is working on. So I feel like both of you are focused on your independence. And I feel like neither one of you had realized that you already have your butterfly wings, that you've already transformed, that you can actually get up and fly. This outside person, your love interest, has been able to fly this whole time, but they didn't know. They couldn't see it. They didn't think their wings would hold them up. So this person was nervous about letting go of their safety net. Or that could have been you. But that's what's going on in Loveland. I feel like who you're interested in and who's interested in you, you both are mirroring each other. You're both working on yourselves. And I feel like your self-improvement has happened really quickly. It's almost like you've learned lessons and completed self-assessments, whatever that means, in record time. Like things, like doing the things that you've been working on and doing for yourself take people years, and you're doing it in like weeks and months. It's really quick. So what is up with career and finances with the One of Swords? Intellect, you're very intelligent. We have death again. There's Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in your chart, or you are fucking dealing with one. Hell, you might end up working with a Scorpio, working together with one. If you're interested in a Scorpio, I'm going to tell you right now, that person is very intelligent. You might be getting ideas from this person, or you know that you could toss ideas back and forth with this person, like they give good advice. Hell, they could have given you work advice, like, you know, do this and this to achieve your goals, kind of thing. And I feel like if they did give you advice, you listened, or you gave them advice, whichever. But yeah, we have the Lovers showing up with that, and the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is options. It's like dreamland. I feel like while you're at work, you think about this person, you're kind of fantasizing and daydreaming about your love interest, about being in their arms, or about holding them. Could be sexy fantasies too, like they could really turn you on. I feel like you are sexually drawn to this person. I almost feel like I don't want any other options. You might feel stuck. Yeah, in your head, the Nine of Swords. You might feel stuck in a fantasy, in a dream, like that's all I can have. All I can do is watch from a distance. All I can do is think about you and dream about you. I feel like I wish I could turn my thoughts off, but I can't seem to fucking do it. Well, what will get you out of this stuck energy is reaching out and communicating with this person. Because I feel like there's a lot of unspoken feelings and thoughts and all kinds of shit. And in order to be able to move forward, you really need to, you probably need to talk to this person just so that you can clear your fucking head and think straight. So if you can't stop thinking about this individual, reach out to them, talk to them, apologize, clean slate the bitch, do whatever you need to do. But there is a transformation here. So it's like, let's end the old way of us communicating and, you know, let's change that. Make a choice to passionately move forward with this person, or that's what they need to do. But I kind of feel like that's what you need to do, especially if I'm talking to a masculine. Because I feel like there's a feminine waiting, or, yeah, Seven of Pentacles, the feminine's waiting. That's what I was just fucking saying. They're just kind of biding their time, doing what they need to do for them, hoping that you'll come in. But I also feel like you're waiting for this person to approach you, because potentially that's what they did. This person's not coming forward. You're gonna have to do it. So whoever did the, you know, initiated communication prior is holding back, and they won't reach out again. And I kind of feel like it was the other person that initiated shit. But I also feel this person is your muse, or you're their muse. Because whatever I say could be flip-flop, vice versa. Just keep that in mind. I almost feel like this person helped give you direction. It could be creative advice that they gave, but there's like a creative spark that has been ignited within you, if we're talking about career, and it's coming from something that someone said. And I almost feel like your love interest, this person, whoever you're connected to, they said something to you, and whatever they said, it might have to do with your intuition or spirit or something. Like, I feel like it has to do with your intuition. They helped. They pretty much are leading the way by what they said. Like, they helped you see the potential within yourself. They helped you see what you were blind to before. So if you didn't think that you were capable of certain spiritual gifts, or certain creative endeavors, like, oh, I suck at drawing or painting or writing or whatever, you're realizing that you can do it now. Some of you are creative writers, or you're dealing with someone that is a creative writer. I feel like you have a story that's burning to be shared. Some of you could make money in the creative arts, writing or speaking. There's something to do with communication, thought and communication. You have really good ideas. So like, get creative and share your damn ideas. Some of you are meant to like do podcasts or be on YouTube or online and speak something. It could be share your experiences. It could be to help people. It'll help relieve the stuck, stressful energy as well. Like stuff from your past. Share it in a creative way. So it could be story times type stuff. So if it's like a podcast, it's like putting relatable stories in your podcast. So for example, if you were in the military, no matter what branch or how long you were in it, just say you were a soldier at one point and you went to Iraq or something. I'm just using this as an example because it could be anything, but say that was an experience of yours, and you see a bunch of shit when you're in the service, whether you're actually in active war or not. So you're doing a podcast about the U.S. Army and instead of just going over the basics that people could hear, I don't know, from a recruiter or whatever, it's just the same old. You say what you need to say, the information that you're intending to share, and then share a relatable story. Get creative with it. Like, well, when I was in the service, this happened to me, or I saw this, or this is what we dealt with. So it like makes it more real, and it sucks people in. And then they want to listen because they want to hear more, and maybe will help recruit more people because they'll want to do it themselves. And if it's not your story, and it's like, oh, my grandfather was in Vietnam or something, and you share his story with his permission, unless he passed away, and then you have the right to share whatever. You can leave out names, but if you make it more personalized, people get more intrigued. I feel something to do with communication, a creative approach to communicating will make you money. And it has something to do potentially with a partnership with a Gemini or a Scorpio. You could partner up with this individual. So it could be love and money mixed together. Like, you might end up working with this person creatively. It could start off as a creative endeavor, like a side hustle, and then turn into a full-time thing down the line. But I feel like there's definitely the opportunity is there for you and this person to collaborate, in a loving way and financially. I don't know, something about your love story too. Like what you two went through before you met each other, and then how your connection started, the pitfalls and everything, because I feel like it might make a good read, like for a book, but something to do with your connection might end up making you money, making both of you money. But anyways, and then of course this is longer than I wanted. For the self, we have the Magician, which is inner skills, and she's surrounded by skeletons. Some of your inner skills could be mediumship. I also feel like your love interest is a medium, like psychic medium. They have those abilities, whether they are aware of it or not. I feel like they are aware of it. And I feel like some of you have the potential to speak to the dead, and you have psychic abilities as well. But some of you know this and you work with your abilities, or at least one ability, but you have multiple. I almost feel like when you connected with your love interest with this person, it unlocked some of your gifts. So for some of you, things are starting to happen. You're realizing just how powerful you are and what you're capable of. This person opened up your eyes in some way, And even if they didn't do it, like, because they didn't say anything to you, just the connection itself just opened it up. Because your souls are like, whoo! It's almost like a lock and a key. And when you two connected, it opened up Pandora's box ultimately. So I feel like it actually opened up more gifts for your love interest too, for this outside person. Some of you are aware of your gifts while others of you aren't, but I feel like no matter where you stand in that, you're still discovering things about yourself, especially spiritually speaking. The sun, clarity. You're gaining clarity on what you're capable of, on your abilities. Some of you are meant to be a guru, and like a guru of sorts, like with sharing your past experiences and potentially mediumship. My head's starting to tingle. It could be through music as well. If you maybe you write or sing, some of you could be musicians or singers, because this is the voice. And the sun, the clarity, she's playing an instrument. I feel like there's a lot of untapped potential here. So a lot of you, it has to do with music. And she's holding a fucking pen in her hand. The sun, the lady in the sun. The lady in the sun. Time in the fun in the sun. The love in the sun. There's a song by Bread. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. I don't even know how that just came to me. I haven't heard that in fucking forever. Is that by Bread? I can't remember if that's Bread or not. Seasons in the sun. I'm gonna have to listen to that song now, because I just... We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. Writing about your experiences. I just feel like you had a lot of fun with this fucking person. They basically unlocked your inner child. There's a creative spark here. And music, there's something to do with music in you. I don't know what it is. Some of you are going to be like, I am not musically inclined. I can't sing. I can't write music. I can't play an instrument. Yes, you fucking can. With that attitude, no, you can't. But you can. 8 of Wands, message. You really want to talk to somebody. I don't feel like your life path is music, but I feel like it will definitely make you happy, and you've got a talent there. Because love, the lovers, ultimatum. It's like, this was fun, but I gotta run. A seasonal... Seasons come and go, but they always come back around. That could have been how this connection was between you and this person, whether it was because of you or because of them. But I feel like, because I've said, there are people in our lives, friends, lovers, whatever, that some of them, you know, stay forever, and some of them, like, they go away just like the seasons. They're a seasonal friend or a seasonal lover. And I kind of feel like that was what was going on between you and this person. They're not supposed to be a seasonal person, but that's how they were treated, or that's how you were treated. You're a lover, not a fighter. I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Music really speaks to you. You get... That's how spirit speaks to you. It's through music. Inner skills, clarity, message. And then the lover's ultimatum. You're trying to figure out who to be with. Or you were. Some of you already know, but Where do I belong? Who do I belong with? Who's going to help me grow? Who's going to like stand by me? Music will give you the answers. Listen to the lyrics. Randomly pick a song. It might have already given you answers, but that's how Spirit speaks to you. That's how you get a lot of messages. I feel like your love interest gets messages through music too. But let's see, because this is about you. And I feel like it's not just about this loving connection where you get messages. You get messages about you, about where you belong, about what you should be doing through music as well. But I also feel like you have a knack for either writing music or playing it or singing it. And it's something that you think that you can't do that you can. I don't know. There's music tied to it. Maybe you want to be a DJ or something. Don't forget about your dreams. The 9 of Cups. Don't forget about your wishes. Your wish fulfillment. Do you want to be like a singer, a rapper, or whatever? Something to do with music. I don't know. The 9 of Wands. Don't give up. Perseverance. You're figuring out that whoever you were around or wherever you were, it felt secure, like this person was quote unquote taking care of you, but you're realizing that they weren't. You're realizing that they were tying you down. You have a lot of wisdom. Like, people should hear you. They should listen to you. But you stifle yourself. With clarity, you need to provide clarity. And you could provide that clarity to other people about what you're passionate about, or, you know, whatever subject matter we're talking about. Like if you're into politics or something, you could get your point across through music. Because I almost feel like I don't know how to get my point across about what I want to do, about what makes me happy, or about this subject, that subject. It's like your mouth is sewn shut. You were meant to speak. Don't hold yourself back. Don't let anybody else hold you back. If you got something to say, fucking say it. 9 of Cups. You want to tell someone you love them. 8 of Swords, and you're stressing about it. I feel like you do way too much thinking when you should be speaking. Don't let the opinions of others hold you back. Don't let anyone hold you back. Like, if this is who you want, what you want, no matter what we're talking about, if we're talking about love, go after that person. If we're talking about a creative endeavor, fucking start it. If we're talking about a job, do it. You know, try. If you fail, wonderful. There's a lesson. Learn from it. Try again. Do something else. Because then you'll know if you need to try harder or if you should do something else, you know? You never know unless you speak. That's a lesson, too. Don't let people speak for you either. You know what I'm picturing is like those old couples, and even if they're happily, you know, they've been happily married for 30 years or whatever, I'm thinking of, you know, when the woman's like, he will not have a burger, he can't eat meat because, you know, your cholesterol, but like, you know, she starts telling him what he can and cannot do and speaking for him, and they're 80 years old, so he's just like, I'm too tired to fight kind of thing. Don't let people do that to you, you know, because you have a voice for a reason. Use it. I mean, there's probably the best of intentions with that woman doing it, because he'd probably eat the steak and have a heart attack kind of thing, or the burger or whatever. But there's a right way to go about things like that in a wrong way. And, you know, talking for somebody and treating them like a 5-year-old is not the right way. There's the 10 of fucking Cups again. Choose the person that fills your cups up. The one that doesn't drain you. The one that doesn't stress you out. The one that soothes your soul. The one that gives you energy to fly. The one that you can fucking talk to and be honest with. Because they're not going to jump down your throat and bite your fucking head off. 9 of Swords. You're trying to figure out if you should talk to this person or not. Yes, you should. You really should. If somebody's babysitting you or watching you, and that's why you have your mouth shut, or watching this other person, say it anyways. There's nothing wrong with the truth. No matter what it is, don't let the truth hold you prisoner. You're like a POW, prisoner of war, in your own damn mind. That's what I feel. In order to give yourself peace of mind, you need to speak up. You need to speak your truth. And something to do with singing or communicating or speaking your truth publicly is also a profession. I see that for you. It might have something to do with your spirituality, mediumship, the paranormal, or like this love connection. Because I do feel like your next person, your next partner, especially if they're spiritual, you two will work together. There'll be a collaboration, a creative collab. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. Pick up, put a little pep in your step, because there's the Knight of Pentacles. And make sure when you finally make a decision that you're all in, that you're not half in. Whoever you're dealing with will know. Like, if you come in half-heartedly, they'll know. They're aware. Like, this person can see through you. Or you'll know because you can see through them. Whichever. For once, you want this fucking commitment. They still want it with you. It's like they're waiting for the new beginning to hatch, where you are. But I feel like they're waiting because this is your energy moving really slow, but it's moving slowly in the other direction. So I'm kind of getting the feeling that you're wondering if you should slowly move towards what I was just talking about and get out of the connection that that's never going to hatch, you know? It's a dead or dying flower. It's not growing because it's unfertile ground. So if you're wondering if you should stay where you are, no, you should not. Something like that. For some of you, if it's making sense anyways. Yeah, Six of Swords, detachment. There is someone or a situation you need to pull yourself out of in order for you to flourish in life, in your career. You have all the tools you need to make the life that you want and to make this connection happen. That's what I have for you. I wish there was more, but this connection really wanted to make itself known, I'm just going to say, because I feel like that's just what's primarily on someone's mind right now. And if it's not on your mind, it's not your message. But there's a strong soul connection here that, you know, this person awakened something within you or vice versa. And it's like somebody needs to come out of hermit mode basically and speak up, you know, speak your truth. This one's even fucking longer. Sheesh. Anyways, I love you long time. I'll be talking to you soon. Peace.